tell you, I've never had a highlight while wearing a hoodie before.
Doesn't happen very often.
It's like an
What's going
oxymoron.
on, Harry?
Oh, just getting our asses kicked in Call of Duty.
Like normal.
We're bad.
We're very bad.
And I think it's just,
We're
we just suck. Like, we could practice all day, every day, and it
yeah.
would still suck.
We're good at running around and avoiding people.
I think that has a lot to do with our lives. Like, we're not very confrontational people.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Well, once we come into a confrontation on Call of Duty, we die. So
Yeah, maybe we just don't want to hurt people.
I want to kill them all.
Okay. I'll remember not to, make you mad at me. There was that one time you pulled a gun on me.
Yeah.
That is a true statement. Bald pulled a gun out on me and Balder when we were kids.
I don't even think I got it out of the case. I just pulled it out of the closet. You guys were bullying me.
That's what you do in life when you're getting bullied. You grab your dad's shotgun out of the closet.
Well, I was like 12, so.
That was a long time ago. I think you got in trouble for that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. I don't think that Balder got in trouble for putting a knife up against my throat, though.
He was joking.
Knife up against throat is joking.
Like, you're the only one who really got grounded out of us three. And that was because you peed in a super soaker.
You guys weren't as fun as me.
Wasn't that it, though? You peed in a super soaker?
Yeah.
Did you actually even spray anybody with it?
I don't even remember. I was like 9. Long time ago.
I mean, it was pretty funny. You also had a lot of pee, or did you, like, dilute it?
I don't even remember. I don't even remember doing it.
Anywho, we're not here to talk about peeing in super soakers, are we?
No, we weren't sure what kind of beer to do this week.
I hope I got the right one.
So, well, let's pull them out and see if we got the same ones. Does it look like this?
I got in a can.
Oh, you got a can. Ooh.
That's all they had.
Weird.
Well, so we'll show it again, but it's Boulevard Unfiltered
wheat.
And because Boulevard is a Kansas City thing, right?
Yep. It's a Kansas City beer. And this is like their...
It's like their original.
Yeah. This is their go-to classic. It even says on the can, Hazy American Classic. So this is their flagship beer.
American wheat beer, beautifully hazy with a citrus kick.
And
Boulevard, only 4.4% alcohol.
Yeah. They do a good job. We had the Tank 7. I think that was our first ever video, and we both really liked that one.
And that's an expensive beer.
Mm-hmm.
This one, I think, was like $10.99 for a 6-pack.
I think I paid $8.99.
Damn, dude, you're getting some good beer prices. All right, should we crack it open?
Open this thing up.
If I remember correctly, I don't like this, but I'm not going to let that hold me back. Doesn't really smell like much, does it?
No. Like, am I stuffed up? It smells all right. Smells like beer.
Kind of a cool can.
That is a cool can. Is that black? I can't tell.
Yeah, it's black. Is your label black?
Yeah. Label's black.
It didn't used to be this way, I think. I think they rebranded it. Not as bad as I remember it.
Now, is this the one I've seen like people put their thumb over the top and like turn it upside down?
Why would they do that?
Because it's unfiltered and there's like the crap at the bottom and they want to mix it up.
Oh, there's shit in it?
Should I try it?
I mean, you can. Just don't pour it all over yourself. That would actually be really... If you do it, make sure it's on camera. Like, why wouldn't they just do that before they open the beer?
And then it's going to get all fizzy. Trying to let the air out slowly.
We're going to have a Grolsch moment?
Okay.
I could really Photoshop what you just did, and it would be hilarious. Because you were just off camera and just went...
Go on.
I could have a lot of fun with that.
I'm trying to decide if it changed the flavor. Maybe it did a little bit.
Should I like swirl mine around a little bit?
Yeah, maybe.
Like I feel this would be an example of a beer that should be in a glass though, because you're like supposed to see all those floaties or whatever.
Yeah. Should I get a glass?
Sure.
I can find a production assistant to bring one. Raymond, can you bring me a glass, please?
Does he know what kind of glass to give you, or is he going to bring you like a
He'll bring me like
Dixie
a jar.
cup or something?
It'll be clear either way.
It's not bad. I get what people were talking about. Back then, like I drank this when I was young, so like I didn't know anything about beer. But I kind of get it now.
Yeah, it's probably been close to 10 years since I've had this beer. Thanks, Judd.
Judd brought it.
Judd brought it.
Does that mean Raymond made him do it?
Probably.
He is a bully, isn't he?
He gets his way. Well, kind of looks like a beer.
It's pretty hazy though. Like you can't see through it.
Yeah, you can't see through it at all.
You
can definitely smell the wheat now.
Like, what does that smell like? Does it smell like a wheat thin or something?
Wheat thins sound pretty good though.
I haven't had wheat thins in ages. I remember
I have some.
I used to eat wheat thins and Diet Coke because that's like all Mom would eat.
Mom is known for her crackers.
This is pretty good. I like this.
Yeah, I wish it was more than 4.4%. If you're going to spend $10 on a six-pack, you kind of hope for a little bit more out of it, you know?
I agree. Well, I mean, I wonder why it's so low. Because like Tank 7 was expensive and it was like 10% or something like that.
Yeah, it was extremely high. But it's not bad.
I mean, this isn't a beer that I want to get wasted. So
yeah, definitely not.
Is Boulevard still like huge in Omaha though? Like, is it always on tap places?
I wouldn't say it's like a favorite beer in Omaha that I know of.
Like, what's Omaha's favorite beer? Bud Light?
Probably same as everybody else's favorite beer.
It's just incredible. Like, the market share that Bud Light has on beer. It's unbelievable.
It's like Venn diagram or just a pie graph or whatever. Pie graph of here's the pie. Here's everything else.
Right.
The rest is Bud Light.
It's just unreal. And that everything else includes Miller Lite and Coors Light. Like, it's unreal.
And about half of that little triangle is Busch Light, which is Bud Light.
Yeah. So, dude,
I like the flavor. I don't like the smell of it when I'm drinking it.
Well, I don't even smell it, so I'm good. I like it. I'm glad I have 5 more of these to drink. I've been cutting back on these things, dude. I'm down to less than 10 a day. So
and you were at about a pack?
A pack or more. So that's good, right?
Yeah, that's really good.
I mean, I use this as a crutch, but, that's all right. It's got to be better for you.
I was at the dentist yesterday, and the hygienist was talking to me, and she's talking about her kid, which, like, I don't know. I always think it's weird when people start talking about themselves when, like, I'm the customer,
Well, she's just
Like,
making conversation,
Yeah, I mean, it was whatever. I didn't care because I didn't have much to say to her anyway. But she's talking about her kid, who's 14 years old, and he's a freshman at Millard South, the high school that me and you went to.
Interesting.
It's like, yeah, I sent him there, and I'm like, oh yeah, I went there. I really liked it there, and she's like, yeah, I really like it. It kind of has, its quirks that is whatever. And she goes, everybody vapes in the bathroom, is what he says. It's like the worst thing about it. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that happens at every single high school in America.
Every school.
If that's the worst thing going on at a high school, then that's a pretty good high school.
Though I will say, so like when we went there, kids would always like chew in class, right? And they would like hide it. I guarantee you there was more of that going on at Millard South than at Millard West or Millard North. Guaranteed.
I don't know. It was a big dipping school, that's for sure. I don't know how much they dipped at other schools.
Probably not much.
But there was the smokers pit too by the church.
Oh, by the church, by our old house.
Yeah, all the kids smoked over there before and after school. And there was nothing they could do about it because it was off school property. I'm off school property. Come and get me.
They could just send the police resource officer and.
Yeah, I don't know why they allowed it, but it was just, well,
I mean, they're just thinking
30 kids over there.
It's not our problem. I guess that's probably what they're thinking.
Yeah.
I remember back when people actually could, I mean, not students because they're under 18, unless you're over 18, you could smoke on school property back in the day.
Yeah.
And that just seems so weird.
Smoke in the teacher's lounge. When I lived in Kansas, I had one teacher. It was like a known thing that over her free period, she'd go out to her car and smoke the whole time.
Yeah, and it was great because it was actually our athletic trainer, Holtz, I think his name was. He would go on his lunch break and smoke his pipe. He'd drive around in his car.
Smoke his pipe.
I don't know how we knew that. I guess maybe someone saw him. I don't remember him telling us that, but that's just how it went. He was the best teacher I had in school.
That's funny. Teachers are human too.
Yep, they sure are. But as a kid, you don't realize that.
Yeah. I remember one time in elementary school, I saw my teacher at a bar. Remember?
What were you doing at a bar?
It was the Pheasant Tavern, I think, in the Millard Plaza.
Yeah.
Why were you walking by?
I was going to say,
we go to Central Park Pharmacy, and there was a window, and she was sitting at the window, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my teacher is at a bar.
Are you kidding?
Drinking a beer.
No way. I could get her in trouble.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty amazing that my teacher was sitting at a bar. But now I realize most humans go to the bar.
Yes. The drinkability on this is much higher than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I'm almost done.
Me too. Like I really didn't think it would be that good. And we were talking. I really wasn't even looking forward to this much.
Yeah. I'm not sure how much I'm liking it. I don't dislike it, but I'm not sure how much I'm liking it.
Didn't Bald Senior say like at Kauffman Stadium they used to have guys with kegs on their back for this beer?
It wouldn't surprise me.
I'm gonna look that up. I wonder if that's a thing. Because that's kind of cool.
You should text him real quick. Got a little mini keg on there.
Yeah, and I don't know how they kept it cool.
I guess if you keep it in the cooler all day long and then you just throw like a insulator around it.
That'd be better than carrying around a tub of cans of beer, right?
Yeah, if you could just carry it on your back. Speaking of back, my back hurt after today.
Your back is hurting?
It was a rough day at work.
You're getting
old. Normally it doesn't. I don't know what today. I mean, it was busy today. It was just crazy.
I'm trying to see if I can find this on the. No, can't really find anything. Just a bunch of pictures of beer vendors. Which we haven't found out at the Trop if you can use cash for a beer vendor.
I can't believe you didn't go to the game.
I don't know. I did work from home that day, so I watched the game.
You should have gone.
I had shit to do. I was busy, man.
You should game tonight or tomorrow.
I should
go to the game tomorrow.
I got stuff to do.
Dude, I'd be at the game every chance.
Weren't you going to Omaha games?
The Storm Chasers?
Yeah.
Because those games suck.
Isn't Kansas City playing a game in Omaha this year?
Yeah, they already did. Oh, against the Tigers, yeah.
Yeah. Where are they playing?
At TD Ameritrade.
You should go.
Yeah, the cheapest tickets right now are selling for $60.
For a Royals game?
Yes.
They're going to sell out the place.
I'm pretty sure it's already sold out.
Huh.
Yeah.
Is it just one game?
Yeah.
So they're going to travel mid-series?
Yeah, I don't know what day of the week it's on. Sure, it's a weekend. Like if it's a Friday night and then they drive down to Kansas City right after or something like that. I don't know.
Huh. That's a pain in the butt.
But yeah, I'm not paying $60 to watch the Royals and the Tigers.
I'm surprised you're not more of a Royals fan.
I hate them.
Why do you hate the Royals?
Because they suck.
They just won a World Series.
Yeah, they spent 30 years trying to get there by having their team suck.
They're a fun team to watch, though, aren't they?
No, they're terrible now.
I'm going to have another one of these. Cooler next to me. We should start rating this beer.
Yeah, we should.
I've been really bad. I haven't updated our spreadsheet at all. It's like I gotta go do.
I've been bad too because I've been meaning to post these all on Instagram, and it's just like.
See?
By the time I get home from work, I take a nap, and then.
Exactly, and you're yelling at me for not going to a baseball game.
If it was a baseball game, I'd be all over it. But I get home from work, I take a nap, I wake up, eat dinner, and I pretty much just go to bed. So it's like
might play a game of Call of Duty with me before you go to bed.
Yeah, lose a game of Call of Duty pretty bad.
We're just awful. I don't know what to do.
I don't know. We need to have my son train us.
Maybe I should play with him sometime. I played with Owen that one time.
And Owen's pretty good. Owen's good too.
We kind of got ambushed and died. I killed the guy.
Really good. Owen is a lot more strategic, and he still has the aiming skills. Raymond, he's strategic as in he's just going to find a guy and go kill him. Doesn't matter how.
He just wants to have fun.
Yes, he drops at Rivertown.
Maybe that's why he's better. He just has, like we always, this isn't supposed to be a Call of Duty video, but like we always say we should practice by playing multiplayer because it kind of gives you the reps. You know? So he's getting
maybe we go to a hot spot for a night and just see how we do. And
play 25-minute games instead of 3 20-minute games.
Yeah. Or we don't see anybody because we drop in the desert.
It's kind of a cool bottle. Is that like a shorter bottle?
Yeah, a little bit. Kind of shorter and fatter.
Like me.
All right, let's rate it.
Have you started writing your 5 minutes?
No. I thought about it one night when I was going to bed.
Did you watch anybody?
I watched some amateurs.
Oh, you said that. So you found
some random guys on YouTube.
And they were pretty funny?
They were okay.
I don't know. Do you get better at baseball by watching amateur baseball players?
I don't know, but you got to start off somewhere, right?
I get watching videos with amateurs, but not comedy. Yeah, that one went. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Sometimes amateurs are better than the pros, right?
In what? In anything in life. How is an amateur better than a pro?
I don't think you are catching what I'm throwing.
Well, that's different because I'm not trying to learn from them.
Maybe.
If I'm trying to learn from them, I'm going to go watch the pros. That would be a good comedy bit right there. Talking about watching professional sports versus watching amateur other things.
Like who Googles amateur baseball videos?
I gotta see what happens if you do Google that. Let's take a look. Oh, let's take a look. Let's see. I was looking up these baseball guys. Amateur. Thank God I cleared my Google search. Oh, wait, hang on. Here it is. I found the guy. I missed him. There he is. He's got a
backpack.
Yeah. Check that out. Amateur baseball videos. Is there anything? Let's see. There you go. All sorts of stuff that you can watch.
Yeah.
I guess.
East Carolina Amateur Baseball League. I guess if you want to learn from the amateurs, you can do it.
But hubby shows wife's tits at a baseball game. Okay, that's not what I was looking for.
Wow.
Yeah. Right there on the front page of Google. I'll save that for later.
Yeah. Book that.
I'm gonna put this. This is my comedy bit, not yours. I'm putting that one in my 5 minutes.
Oh, amateur versus professional.
Well, there's the Olympics. They're all supposed to be amateurs, but because who's a professional bobsledder? You know,
They changed the rules now. They changed the rules.
You can have pros in there. Well, I never got that. Yeah. Like with basketball, you could have pros.
Yeah, but they changed the rule. That's why they made the dream team.
But it's not like that's not what the Olympics are for, I guess. Which doesn't make sense because you'd want the best people in the world.
Yeah, I think that's what they figured. Like, why are we putting out a whole bunch of college amateurs when we could have Michael Jordan and Larry Bird?
I mean, who wants to watch a bunch of college amateurs do anything?
Right? I would never Google that. Never.
Oh, God. Fantastic.
Oh.
Okay, let's rate this thing. Dude, the drinkability on this is fine. I mean,
yeah,
is it
all right.
Is it 4 worthy?
Yeah.
My first one went down pretty quick. My second one isn't quite as quick, but I mean, it's not like I'm like, ugh. We're hardly even burping or anything, you know?
Yeah, I'll give it a 4. It's there's a little bit of flavor in there that I don't like, but that's more for flavor than for drinkability. We're not burping at all.
One thing I would watch is an amateur burping match because I don't think there's any professional burping matches.
Oh, who knows? There's professional everything. There's professional eating.
There's professional cornhole games. There's leagues that are professional cornhole. Like, is that a thing? Like we have like leagues here where you can play like softball, soccer, all these things, and then they have cornhole leagues.
But it's a little much when they put it on ESPN.
They did it on like the last time I saw it was 4th of July, and it was after the hot dog eating competition. It's like they're stretching.
I don't know if it was on ESPN or some sports channel, but it was like these professionals that wore uniforms and everything.
Yeah.
You're wearing a uniform to play cornhole?
Well, they're sponsored. You got to have a uniform.
I guess so.
That's probably also one of my favorite lines of Major League of all time is when the catcher, I don't remember his name, he's chasing that girl and he accidentally walks into her penthouse. And so she invites him in for a beer and she has friends over. And they're like, oh, what do you do? He goes, oh, I'm a baseball player. I play for the Indians. They're like, oh, we still have a team? He goes, yeah, it's great. We got uniforms and everything. Flavor.
I'm going to give it a 3.
It's got to be a 3. Like, this is not... I'm not like, ooh.
It's not good. It's not bad.
I could see, like, somebody rating this higher, but me, it's a 3. It's not delicious.
Yeah, I'm not going to be like, oh, man, this is so good. Nothing like that.
I think we might end up rating this the exact same. Because value, I'm going with a 2.
Hey, me too.
$10.99. I mean,
even at $8.99, maybe if this was a higher alcohol percent, so I felt like I was getting a little bit more out of the beer, and I'd only have to have like 1 or 2 beers, you know?
I don't know much about brewing beer. I actually know a guy who brews beer. Like, that's his second job. But like, if they increase the alcohol content, is that going to change the taste of it that much?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because how cool would it be if you had the same beer, which they do because they have like grocery store beer in some areas and liquor store beer, which I've never got. I've never understood that. But like if you had a choice, like, oh, here's your 4% beer, here's your 3% beer, whatever it is,
Yeah. Here's your 4% Boulevard, and here's your 7% Boulevard.
Yeah.
And you pay a little bit more for the 7% Boulevard.
Absolutely. I guess that would suck for the brewers, though. Like that's just more batches you got to do and shit.
But that's why I'm going with it. Yeah, it's a 2 because I don't know. I could get more out of Miller Lite, I think, than this. It's the same alcohol percent, and I like the flavor better.
I mean, there's more flavor. It's just I wouldn't say I like the flavor of Miller Lite better. There's just less flavor in Miller Lite. It's just I don't happen to particularly love this flavor.
Yeah. It's kind of...
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not great.
And I hate this question with this kind of a beer is whether I'd buy it again. I wouldn't not buy it again.
Yeah, I wouldn't go out and buy a 6-pack again. But if I were at a baseball game, at the Royals game, and there was somebody walking around with a keg of it on their back, I might.
That would probably be the only time I would seek it out.
So you could have it from a keg on somebody's back?
Yes, just because that's cool. Who wouldn't do that? If you have 2 beer guys next to each other, one just has a tub full of beer, the other one's like, you know what? I'll just pour you a glass right now. I'd probably take it from that guy.
Oh. Speaking of beer vendors, the beers at the Lightning games are way too expensive.
Yeah, what was it? I paid $50 for the 3 beers.
Yes, they were $16 a piece.
But they are 24 ounces.
Yeah, so for $8 for
when
one beer.
When you're at the Trop, you pay $8 for a beer.
But they're like what, 16 ounces?
Oh, you're right. They're not 8 ounces. They're 16 ounces. So it is a premium. Yeah. I mean, everything with hockey is expensive. Everything.
The skates, the pads, the beers.
It's just an expensive sport.
That doesn't mean they have to price their beers along with their skates.
You're paying for the skates. But so like, for example, if you and I wanted to go play catch, we could just go play catch in my backyard, right? But we couldn't go pass the hockey puck next to each other, to each other.
Well, all you need is a stick and a ball.
That's not the same.
Street hockey, bro.
I understand, but that's not the same as gliding.
Where do you think the guy with the knuckle puck on D2 came from? Street hockey. Right?
I understand the comparison, yes, but it's not the same.
Street hockey on the rough streets of L.A.
I don't think it was L.A. I think they're from Chicago.
No, they were in L.A. You don't remember Coach Gordon Bombay taking his rollerblades down by the beach at dawn?
Why? No, they were in L.A. No, they were in Chicago, dude.
Google that. Put your screen up.
So you literally think... Okay, do you know one of the opening scenes of the Mighty Ducks?
The Mighty Ducks were in Minneapolis.
Oh, they're in Minneapolis.
In D2, they go to Los Angeles for like the World Junior Hockey Championships.
And they found the kid on the streets of LA
playing street hockey, and he had the knuckle puck.
So what am I Googling? Where does Mighty Ducks 2 take place?
D2 take place.
If I put D2, it's not going to know.
That's what it's called, is D2.
I'm going to put D2 Mighty Ducks take place. Here you go. We got the whole rollerblading sequence.
Yeah. Duh.
Should we watch this real quick? Got all sorts of pop-ups coming up here. Hopefully this isn't amateur rollerblading.
They are amateur. They're playing in the Junior National Hockey Championship.
The D2 Mighty Ducks rollerblading sequence analyst. There's somebody who sat there. His name is Where's My Burrito? And he analyzed
awesome.
this. I want this guy's job.
Great.
My shit's all frozen up here because this website. Look at that face.
Sucks.
Good Lord. The regular season is just around the corner. Rollerblades around the Twin Cities.
Yeah, because they're getting ready to go down to LA for the championships. To live in California.
What? I thought this scene was great. Then I moved to Minneapolis.
Oh, then they live in California. People who read the site live in California. Dude, trust me, the movie takes place in California.
No, they're on their little rollerblading trip. They're in the Mall of frickin' America.
Yeah, but they don't go play hockey in Minneapolis. They go play hockey in California.
I don't think so. I really don't.
I think you're crazy. You don't remember the scene with Coach Bombay riding his rollerblades around on the beach at sunset?
Let's Google that. Coach Bombay rollerblading. This might be the most ridiculous thing we've done. How did we go from a Kansas City wheat beer to this? Here we go.
Emilio Estevez rollerblading.
Oh, I got music in my headphones.
See, that is not Minneapolis.
I wish you guys could hear this. I'm going to unplug my headphones. Hang on. You got to hear the music playing. It's not the music that's in the movie. Can you hear that? Why is this music in this video? Why did you hear the music? Oh, look how cool he is. He puts his...
I can kind of hear it. See, remember the scene in D1 where he's like skating around the pond and he's like getting back to his roots?
Remembering what it's like to be a
junior hockey league player.
A little league junior amateur hockey player.
We can't go too far with the junior amateur. That's not right. But you remember that scene in D1?
Yeah.
Well, they do the same scene in D2, only he's on rollerblades, because he's at the beach.
I still don't know. Anywho, maybe I'll have to watch the movie.
Could be a good date night for you and your production assistant watching D2.
We watched Mighty Ducks not too long ago. Anywho.
Well,
decent beer.
So we're not going to go buy a 6-pack at the store, but that doesn't mean that we wouldn't pay money for it again.
I'm just calling it a not buy again. Is that fair?
Yeah. Basically, we aren't going to buy this unless we're at a Royals game.
Or like if we're at a bar and I don't recognize any of the beers, then I'd buy this one. Like, and I happen to see this one.
You wouldn't want to try something new?
Maybe. I don't know. That's true. I'd probably ask the bartender what their favorite is, and I would get that.
Yeah.
I haven't been to a bar in a long time.
We didn't go to a bar
That's not true.
when I was down there.
When I was in Phoenix, I went to my hotel bar. That wasn't too long ago.
Did you sit at the bar by yourself?
Yeah, I was talking to JB on the phone. Sorry, Balder. So I wasn't by myself. I was, hanging out.
How many beers did you have? 2?
2 or 3. I don't remember.
Miller Lights?
Dos Equis on tap. When in Arizona.
Drink like a Mexican?
From my Mexican bartender, too. Which that's actually part of my comedy bit, too. So more to come on that bar visit. I'll break it to you. This guy, bigger guy, wearing a t-shirt, had a neck beard. Well, he was, I don't know. And he sits at the bar. He's like, I'll take a Cabernet. And this poor Mexican bartender, female bartender, she's like, all I got is like a Pinot, dude. Like, this is a very limited bar. And he goes, how can you not have a Cabernet? So what does the guy do? He starts ordering whiskey. Like, who goes from I want a Cabernet or a wine to let me sample your flavorings of whiskey? And then he ordered the darkest beer she had.
And then he went with a beer?
Yeah, he had like 3 different whiskeys and the darkest beer she had.
See, my production assistant might order a whiskey if they didn't have cab. But she wouldn't be like, let me sample up the whiskey. She'd just order like a whiskey or like a bourbon on the rocks or whatever,
Yeah, I don't know. It was just a weird. He was like trying to strike up a conversation with this young, and like this, she wasn't a bartender. She just worked there. It wasn't like she was. It's like, oh, which
she's
is
not
your
a
favorite?
Professional bartender.
No, this was an amateur bartender. Anywho.
See, sometimes amateurs are better. I don't know.
No, she was a shitty bartender. I mean, she was nice, but she couldn't like recommend anything, that kind of thing. Anywho,
all right,
good beer. Doesn't happen all the time where we rate it the exact same, so that's kind of fun. I love that you have like is that a play kitchen in your background? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay. Anywho, you want to go play some Call of Duty or something?
Yeah. Let me hit the restroom and we'll go play some more.
All right, man. Well, thanks for having a beer with me, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.